Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, I just gonna be sure that yesterday it was on only for me to see it, so I have to be sure that we are live in Facebook. Come on in. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Remember our journey and the day that we are in. Today is special. I just finished my coffee, as you guys know. Yes, I just finished. I didn't wait for you guys today. I wake up early, so I had my coffee earlier. Yes, it's Saturday. We normally do our coffee morning. So if you haven't done yours, you're waiting for me. Make sure to grab yours. Yes, mine is done. I didn't wait. I was just in the mood to, get it early so that we can get this party started today. Yes, it's your Lady Joy. Good morning. I see you're right here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And happy Super Saturday. Welcome once again. It's always a pleasure to be here. And as you guys know, it's our day 5. Yes, own your what. Every time I remember this topic, I like, oh my God. And we also know that every Saturday we start a new week with our Bold Belief series. And today is our 9th week. Oh my God. Everything we've done in the last 8 weeks is just trying to build our faith, trying to get ourselves where we can begin to appreciate us, like appreciate you, and begin to walk from there. I was giving my baby girl, she's up now. She, praise God for her, she always up. She served me the coffee this morning. And one thing she always do is, keep around and help. So I don't know, if you have a baby like that. So I'm bigging that baby up, whether it's a man or a woman, because my first daughter always keep around, and she's been a blessing. So I was giving her a joke 2 mornings ago when she wake up so early to come and have those 5:30 hour with me, where we just, where I just encourage her on her mindset and everything, and seeing the kind of spirit she have. I'm just encouraging her not to, not to stop what she's doing. Every one of us did what she's doing. Like something that happened this morning and she still did that. Oh, last night my last baby, was in the mood to shout, and they began to match her by singing. But along the line, she decided to shout too, which is my first. And she was telling me this morning how as soon as she started shouting, the other one don't have no choice but to stop. And that is just her. She believed that nobody beats her in whatever you want to do with her. So I always use those 5:30 hour to encourage her, even this morning, not to stop, because most of us, we were there where we had all those boldness. We were there when we had all those, those confidence, those self-esteem, self-worth. But life beat us down. Circumstances just from left, right, and center put us in a place of sober, of regret. And the more those bad things, we will call them, happen, the more we now frame our lives around those events that have happened in our life, which produces those experience that now plunge us even further down. So two mornings ago, as I was saying, when she wake up, so I began to tell her that I am on a mission to save us from us. So I gave her the joke like this, save you. I told her I'm gonna be writing a book that say, save you from you. She laughed. She like, oh my God, that sounds good. I say yes, because many of us are not in bondage because of people. So many of us are not where we are because of anybody. We are there because of ourselves. We are there because we have talked ourselves into those places that just not, yes, it might be what you think is fact, but they are not actually your reality. They are not your future. They are not truly who you are. Yes, it's true, circumstances make it look like that is it, that's the end, you cannot get back up. You have failed many times, you have made multiple mistakes, you have never done it right, but that is not truly your reality if you refuse to embrace it. And that is what we've done. Let me know if you can hear me and where you're tuning in from. I'd like to know. Okay, sure. It's loud and clear. If you're joining me from Facebook, I might not see your comment, so forgive me. And if you're on YouTube, welcome once again. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, do well to do this, because as the Lord help me and gives me the strength to come, I will always come, because I believe that is our time to get back our life. Is our time to actually find ourselves, so that find ourselves so that we can actually help other people find themselves. If you have not find you, how will you help even your spouse find him or find her? And that is what we're doing here. So in these last weeks, which today start another week, making it the ninth week of this journey, everything that we are doing in it, both the 7 days transformational confidence we started since 4 days ago. Today is the fifth day, and all the bold belief series we did, the faith, the fearless faith we did, everything, the how to fight rejection, how to fight self-doubt, all those things we are doing is just to help you find you. So if you look at it the right way, you realize that what we're trying to do is to build a new immune that will be ready for the life challenges, because they're going to happen. And there's no great person that did not experience those things that you want to run away from. Why not you? As I told you one time ago, the lady asked me, in the social services office, why not you? Why will you say, why me? Why not you? Why will you always be your neighbor? Why will you always be your siblings? Why will you always be somebody else that you have to go and sympathize with, going through the trauma, the drama, the loss, the whatever it is? Why not you? Why not you? Because so many of us always ask this question, why me? Why me? If it's not you, who? Now God is giving you the grace to experience what is going to help you grow, what is going to help you help others, because you do not know. Sometimes we are called for people, and how are we going to understand what they're going through if you haven't gone through it? I was telling my daughter one of the mornings too, I believe the same morning, when she sat down, I was like, think about it this way. How would a minister come to me and tell me, take heart, when I'm going through a loss, when truly, truly they have not walked in where, they have not experienced where I am? Most time, if you have not experienced a particular situation, you might not even know how to deal with it. That's how most people, even going through relationship trouble, and you realize that some people just want to open their mouth and talk anyhow. And they talk anyhow because they have never been through that. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know how hard it is to live with this person, or how hard it is to actually whatever situation you're going through with. They don't know. Yes, we are not all going to experience the same thing, but life can throw something at a leader who God has called to lead in a kind of many forms, that is going to grow you to a place of patience, to a place of a place of empathy. You now develop this empathy in you, because you know what people are going through, because you've been through there. So most time, when you are going through this journey, this what I call refining journey, because think about it, a goal that you have on had to go through so much fire before it can come on to be a beautiful thing. And that is what God is doing with most of us. God is taking us through a season that when He finished with us, we will not just be, a giver from mouth, we'll be givers from the heart. We know that this is possible. We know that people can actually get to the highest and crash to the lowest. It won't be like, for real, can that happen? Just like that, everything crashed, because you have walked in it. Now you know how to show empathy. as a leader, which is one of the characteristics of a leader. You know how to show empathy. You know how to show, concern, because you have been there. You have been taken through the journey. And everything we do in this season is just to build us not to quit, not to give up, regardless of what you're seeing. In fact, even come to that place that if you believe that you are called for something great, don't let no circumstances around you stop you from doing those things which you know you're called to do. That is what we're doing, trying to build a leader in you, trying to build a mom in you, trying to build a dad in you, trying to build a sister, an auntie in you, which will not use your own circumstances to frustrate others, but build on it to be a great help and a great voice to those that are going through that circumstances. That is what we're doing. We want to create somebody, we want to create people who knows that regardless what, I'm not going to quit. Regardless what, I'm not going to give up. Regardless what, as long as I have finally found my worth, I'm going to give it. Because what do you do with work? Some people, their network. Their network, when you think about somebody's network, most times it applied to money. Yes. Now, what do they do with it? Most of them are, are helpers, or they create companies, they employ people and all that. When you find your worth, you're gonna give it to people who need it because you've already find it and you're going to use it to help others. So now instead of you focusing on all the negative that's happening, you're focusing on what can you bring to your generation for change. What can you bring to that woman that going through stress? Last night I was telling my husband, I have a dream that just refused to get out of my head. About these two ladies just so much enjoyed my company, my cooking, and they were so happy, and all that. And I was like, Lord, what is it I'm cooking? Or what did I cook? Or what should I cook to really make these ladies, no matter who they are, be even more comfortable? Because that is my joy. My joy is to see ladies, do well. Yeah, if it's a ministry, even all this I'm doing is to grow powerful women leaders that will know that you don't have to be on the pulpit to lead. You don't have to be the number one in your company to lead. A child in your street is watching you, that you don't even know they are watching you. You might think you're not a voice, but somebody's actually taking your step to even form their own life. So you are ministering whether you speak or not. Some people don't have to speak to minister. Some people, just by their behavior and their how they coordinate themselves and how they move, people just gravitate to them and want to be like them. Not everyone is called to talk or to minister, with their voice, but there's something in you. Maybe the way you sweep, maybe the way you dress, maybe the way you even talk, maybe the way you walk. Somebody is watching. I remember coming up with my kids when my last child was very young. I don't even know if she can speak very well. But every time she go on those my high heel, I used to have a lot of high heel those days, and I'm still that high heel child, especially now that my herbal juice have healed all the pain I used to face with my cut. I had 3 C-section back to back. So those days I used to have a lot of high heel, and from time to time, this my child is not 2 years yet. I don't know if she can speak well. That's Michaela. And she will walk on those high heel. And when you catch her, like, Michaela, what are you doing? I'm doing it like mommy. I'm doing it like mommy. And you see her, she'll be moving like that. I'm doing it like mommy. Am I not leading? Even when I didn't come online those days, or if I never ever come online, am I not leading? Is somebody not watching me? Somebody's watching me, and not just watching me, but practicing what she believe that I do. So when you ask her, Michaela, what are you doing? I'm doing it like mommy. And you see, with that confidence, with that look, with that move, she'll be moving. I'm doing it like mommy. I'm doing it like mommy. And she's marching like indeed she's doing it like mommy. What am I saying? Find your what, because somebody is waiting to be blessed with it, even in your own home, even in your own working place, wherever it is. There's an eye that you don't even know watching you, that you're giving hope. But how will you give hope if you don't have hope, or you don't feel like you have hope? Because it's one thing that circumstances want to beat every one of us down. It's another that you know that all things are possible, which is where I build all this in the last, this is the ninth week now. I have built everything I've done in it with a bold belief that all things are possible. When I mean all things are possible, all things are possible. Your situation can wake up overnight and change. Somebody will say, how is that possible? Anything is possible when you believe and work towards it. When you believe and keep focus. When you believe and practice. Anything is possible. And that is why you can't afford to quit, because you don't even know if it's that time you're going to quit that your miracle just was about to hit. You don't even know if it's that time you're going to quit that thing's just going to work out the way that you didn't even expect it. So you keep pushing till your your success come. You keep pushing till your dream happen. You keep pushing till your what you're waiting for, what you're praying for, what you're believing for come, because they're gonna come once you don't quit. The only problem we have is, imagine if you quit and that thing was supposed to come, and now you already quit and there's no way it's going to locate you. What is going to happen? That's it. You have just waited for nothing. So don't quit till it happens. Keep trying, keep believing, keep working. So today, with all that said, as I said, I'm not going to be making these videos too long again, but I'm just going to go straight to what we are doing today, and now bring you to the few things you can practice, because we just don't want it to be another thing out there. We still want you to do it, and make sure that you do something every day. Like today, cultivate self-compassion. I like how, I was thinking about it this morning and it dropped, like engage in a mindfulness meditation focus on self-compassion, engage in it. I love that part, like how to cultivate that self-compassion. Engage in a mindfulness meditation. Like, somebody said, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is, like, to me, like you really in control of, that your thinking and that your mind, and you just, kind of like engage in those things that brings self-compassion. Like, you no longer want to just put yourself, think about being compassion. Compassion is you are actually pitying, or you're actually walking in the shoe of another. You're not feeling like, some people, when they see people going through hardship, they're like, look at them, they kind of like scorn them, or don't want to identify with them, or what. But no, when you have a compassion, which is what Jesus had while he was here, that led him to die for us. When you have compassion, compassion means you care. So now, instead of you to put it to somebody else, in this our journey of finding ourselves, we're gonna, cultivate it for ourselves first. We're gonna have self-compassion, meaning I accept myself. I'm not gonna, lose myself because of what has happened to me. I'm not gonna lose myself because, no, that's some way I'm gonna be compassionate for another. Today, I'm gonna practice that. I'm gonna engage all my mind. I'm gonna be mindful of how I treat myself. Some people have this behavior of calling down themselves. Some people have this behavior of talking to themselves of how not good they are, how not powerful they are, not powerful, they have nothing to give. In fact, our society wants even us to feel that we are nobody, we can't achieve nothing, we've done too much error. So now, when all those things play in your head, it make you not to have enough compassion for yourself. You're a human being, for crying out loud. You're bound to make a mistake regardless of who it is. Everyone on this surface of the earth have made their own share of mistake. So instead of you calling down yourself today, begin to engage your mind. Begin to engage your mind. Meditate. Focus on yourself. Have compassion for yourself. That's what today is all about. Cultivate self-compassion. Have compassion for yourself. Have, come to that place in your life that you just, you care for you. You care for you. You care for your mind, for your well-being. You care that you're not gonna, take yourself too much into this thinking to have headache or to lose your mind or to actually quit. No, I care for myself enough that I'm gonna guide my mental today. I'm gonna guard my mental today. I'm not gonna let nothing come into it to shift me of my progress that I've made in the last 4 days of just trying to find my worth. And I'm gonna push forward. So today is for me. I'm gonna care about myself. I'm gonna care about my life. I'm gonna pamper my mind and know that I've come this far, not because of anything I've not done or anything I've done, but because of His grace. As I said today in the Word of God, the Word of God today was so much of a blessing to me, and I even wrote it on my picture that I'm saved by grace. We are all saved, for we are saved by grace. If you understand what grace is, you realize that nobody should make you feel bad in that church that you're going about how you were this bad a sister or this bad a brother. No, every one of us was saved by grace. So give yourself that place today to find compassion for yourself, to begin to love yourself, begin to care about yourself, begin to know that you are accepted. That same way you would have had compassion for that sister and for that brother going through whatever, begin to have compassion for yourself today and treat yourself the way you would have wished others to treat you. The nice way, the queen way, the blessed way, the gift in somebody else's life. Because wherever you are right now, you might be surprised to know that you're a gift to that person, even when maybe they're not seeing it. And they're trying to use everything to make you think that you're a problem for them. You might be so surprised to know that if you can sit down today and cultivate that self-compassion for yourself, you realize that it doesn't matter what's happening right now. You've been a blessing to that person that you are with. You've been a blessing to your environment. You've been a blessing to a lot of things. But the enemy wants you to think that you're not. And that is what you're going to work. That's what we're going to work on today. That is the area of our lives we're going to work on today. To just know that we are a blessing. Even if it's just that. So that no matter what anybody said yesterday or this morning, you're not even thinking about it. All you're going to think about today and engage your mind on is to do what? Focus on being compassion, having compassion for yourself. And now after you did that, right? Now practice self-compassion through a self-care activity. It's the same thing if you ask me. It's the same thing. Just practice it all day today and just love yourself. Reflect on how self-compassion can positively impact your response to challenges. I have to put it online so that you can have it for yourself and practice it. That is what 7 days transformational confidence challenge is all about. Own your what. I want you to follow. I just don't want you to listen and don't practice. Practice all that we said this week. If you miss any video, check my feed for the last 4 days. Today is the 5th day, and work on it. If you miss any video, check YouTube if you're watching from YouTube. Because I know that when you put everything we've said this week and keep at it, don't just do it overnight and run. Keep at it, keep at it. Find whatever it takes to find yourself. That is going to help you to the next level, right? After that journal, I know we keep talking about you have to go with your journal. This morning, I started the 12 weeks year. Is a book that I want to read so that I can make 12 weeks goal instead of a year and now work towards it. And look, I already started writing about it. Everything I do these days, and since I realized that note takers are money makers. You live on the earth, you need money to succeed, you need money to do a lot of things. And if you want to be a great leader, if you want to help people win, you have to first of all find yourself in that area. So since I realized that note takers are not only money makers, they are also great leaders, because all the leaders I've seen who are great are note takers. Everything I do, I take notes. So journal. Whenever you hear journal, journal means journal. Write about the ways in which self-compassion enhances your overall well-being. Write them. However you felt today, just loving yourself, just caring about yourself, just accepting yourself, working with yourself. First of all, write them. Now, the last one is set an intention to continue practicing self-compassion in your daily life. You see, don't stop today. Keep doing it. I didn't want to take so long this morning, but I just wanted to let you know that we can do this. We can do this. And I really want to thank everyone who has been joining us since this is the new week. For the ninth week, we're going for 12, and for the last 4 days too, for this challenge. It's been a pleasure being here, because it helped me. Every time my baby wake up, I have something to give to her, because you might not even know, maybe those children God has blessed you is where your ministry is those people that you should even find yourself for, so that you can help them. Because if you begin to walk and live in all the frustration that's out there, you might not even have time to enjoy them right now that they need to be enjoyed. I'm not saying be lazy, but I'm saying balance it, so that you can be fulfilled at the end of life that you did this. So, women, wherever you are, I love you guys. And if any of you feel like you're blessed with all that we're doing, just put the comment below. I love to know. I would love to hear your feedback. If you have other things you want us to discuss as we go forward together as a community, comment below on YouTube, on Facebook, wherever. If this is helping you, comment below as well, because it's helping me. It's helping me. And seeing all of you online, most of you that are working with me now, just pushing daily for your goals, pushing daily to change lives, because that is the community I'm in right now. I'm in with a set of leaders that just want to change lives. And that has been my dream all my life. How can I help? And every contribution that I have here is just contribution that I believe in my spirit is helping me. And because it's helping me, it can help you. Can help you. So pay attention. If you have to do your own research on a topic, when we bring it out like today, cultivate self-compassion, you believe you need more, search it. Don't just take my word for it. See how much this topic have helped great leaders out there, and cultivate it. Work on it. Because so many of us want to have compassion for others, but we don't have compassion for ourselves. We don't. We talk down ourselves, we kick ourselves, we curse ourselves. We never go on a mirror one day. Like Sarah, I believe it's Sarah Robin or somebody. I nearly forget her name, but I love to watch her. She's the lady that goes to her mirror every morning to talk to herself how great she is. We never one day appreciate ourselves. We just want to, the present situation that you're not even maybe the contributing factor. And even if you are, we are humans. We are humans. We are bound to make mistakes. But we just let the present situation override all our success that we've done. Come on. Have compassion for yourself today. Pastor Joy, have compassion for myself today. Have compassion. Remember everything that you've accomplished, that you've done. And now believe God for the greater that He's working on you to be released. Because for every gold to be out there, to be as beautiful as it is, you have to go through refining. Have to go through the fire. So, Pastor Joy, if you're going through fire right now, or you watching me right there, that woman watching me, that believe you're going through fire right now, God is trying to bring out a next level of you that is greater than the yesterday of you. Because at every level God want to take you to, there's an obstacle. And that obstacle is bigger than the last obstacle, because the level that he brought you through the former obstacle is lower than the level that he's going to bring you through this obstacle now. So at every stage that you are about to make another leap that is greater than where you were, this obstacle is going to be harder than what you face coming up to where you are right now. So don't think this obstacle is going to be smaller when you're going higher. Come on now. I don't know if you get that strategy. You are going higher. So you're expecting the obstacle to be higher than what you passed through before. So at every obstacle, there's a higher thing that is there that you have to achieve. Even people even the athletics, for them to get to the next level, there's a bigger obstacle. There's a game that they call Obstacle. If you have watched Obstacle, which I admonish you, even me, to go and find and watch again. If you watch Obstacle as a game, you realize that it's not easy to go to the next level, the next level, the next level, the next level. Every higher level demands a higher obstacle. Write that down. Write that down. I'm going to write down. Every higher level demands a higher obstacle. So this is just an obstacle that is taking you to the next level, which is higher than where you were. So don't sit on the past obstacle or sit on the past, comfort zone. Brave it, because you're going higher. But in the midst of that journey, today, I call you to cultivate a self-compassion attitude, behavior. Love yourself today. Pat yourself and say, Rose, you have come this far. You didn't do bad, actually. Yes, it might not be how you want it right now, but you have tried. But we ain't stopping. We're going to keep moving. No obstacle have the power to stop us, because it has not stopped us in the past. Every obstacle that came our way, we braved it. And this will not be the last. This is just the beginning. And we are ready for this. So we did it before. We're going to do it again. Speak to your inner man. That is where you are. That is who you are. It's not what somebody say. I don't know how to put it for my ladies to hear me. That is who you are. I finished the book I told you guys I was reading, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And last night when he was summarizing, he summarized something like this, that when you pray, you have to have a definite purpose. You have to, the devil actually said in that interview that he wants people to pray, but he wants them to pray with a command and demand of what they want, because they can get it when they pray like that, rather than when they go to cry and cry and cry and cry. When you demand from God what you want, from your inner man what you want, most time it happens. So, when I was thinking about the summary, how it came over in my head, right? I was like, but wait. Esther, before she even went to pray, told everybody, we are going to pray in 3 days. And after praying, I am going to go to the king, and whatever happened. Esther had a definite purpose of what her prayer was going to be, and the way to go forward after the prayer. I said, wow. I said, Moses said to God, show me your glory. Even when God has said everything, he still said, if you're with us, I want you to show me your glory. Moses commanded, not in the way you're going to put it, but let me borrow that word of command and say, God, show me your glory. If you have really all these things you said, yes, I believe, yes, I know, but right now, for me to know that indeed, you're with us, you're going to go with us, everything, show me your glory. Show me your glory. He didn't say, God, please, can you show me your glory? No, show me your glory. And God showed forth his glory to Moses. I'm telling you, child of God, God showed forth his glory for Moses. And God appeared and showed forth his glory. After his encounter in the burning bush, he said, who should I tell them that you are? God said, tell them I am that I am. Even with everything, he said, who? People had the people of old, even Joshua and all of them, had a definite purpose of what they wanted and how they wanted it. Even the man we discussed last week or last 2 weeks, Jabez. Jabez wake up one day and specifically prayed for what he wanted, not around the bush. I've had enough of this. Now I want this, I want this, I want this, with a definite purpose in mind. And boom, the Bible said that God delivered. Child of God, we have prayed. It's time to start having compassion for yourself. It's time to know exactly what you want. It's time to develop a definite purpose for your life. Women, we are all sent here to be awesome. Yes, we are sent to be help to our men, alongside with them, help them. We are not sent to be a liability to them. So it's time to wake up. That idea that is in your head to help your spouse with, go ahead, push it in a nice way. Don't drag yourself because, oh, I am woman, or because this, that, that, that. We are help here. We are not liabilities. So don't make yourself a liability. Make yourself something special, something industrious, like the proverb women that all of us love to read. That proverb woman was just everything a woman can be, everything God has created us here to be. Find your what and stop be on that place of self-pity. No. When you find your what, you begin to do those things which gives you joy. And that is how you're going to grow. Because even the 12 weeks book I told you guys, I just wrote something there that the guy said, think of something you have passion of to create your vision around it. Even in your working place, even in your business, if you're not doing something that you have passion for, if you're not around things that you have passion for, you might not really deliver at your highest strength. And you give from a place of your strength and not from borrowed strength from another. If it's not you, you will not function in that level that you should function. So you should find you. Find what makes you happy. Find what brings an everlasting joy. As I tell people, I said, women looking beautiful both outside and inside, living their full potential, working on a purpose makes me happy. Women, women that understand the value that God has placed in them makes me happy. And whatever it takes to help those who have not found it is the kind of voice I want to have. Because you can do it. I'm watching a sister there since last night doing her ad, talking to people, trying to do what they call hook story offer, and she's just there doing her thing, like, look at this, my sister. Oh. Maybe for my husband, she might not sound good because her English is my kind of English. I'm just saying. Not that I don't sound good for him, but that's not the English he's accustomed to. It's a culture different, right? But my sister don't care who hear her, who did not hear her. She just there doing her thing, doing her ministry, being hot and blessing me because she didn't let the barrier stop her. I even see some of them run their ad in our local dialect, and I'm like, wow, this is just amazing, right? You can even do wonders in your local dialect. You don't have to let no limitation stop you from the ideas God has given you to do well with because of what people are going to say. Because your audience love you regardless. But if you're not giving, how will you be helping if you have something to give? Those are what happen when you find yourself. Then you're not limited by what people think. Because now you have found yourself. Good morning, sweetheart. Look at my Susan. I hear you. When you are find yourself, let me show you guys what Susan just said so that you will follow. I like how StreamYard put it there. Susie, I have your comment on. When you find yourself, that will be your driving force. That will be the reason why I'm going to wake up this morning and say, this is the ninth week. This is the fifth week. And I want somebody to go love themselves today. I want somebody to have compassion for themselves today. I want somebody to forget that person who you're putting all your life in their hand, believing they have the ability to shape you to who you are sometime in the name of love, which there's a possibility that person you love that bad might not even have that same feeling for you. I'm not saying it to say it, but it happens today. Find yourself. Don't hide under nobody today. Don't hide under no love today that you're not even sure of. Don't hide under nothing today. Be compassionate to yourself today. Tap yourself at the back. You've done well. Even just watching this alone makes you great. You've done well. You want to grow. You've been growing. You've been impacting. You've been doing it, whether it's loud, low, small, big, however, you've been doing something. So it's time to cultivate self-compassion. And today, your assignment is wrap your mind around having compassion for yourself today. And say, I am valuable. I care about myself. I'm not going to treat myself anyhow anymore. Addiction is not for me because I don't want to die young. Holy Spirit, help me. Those are what I mean. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Lord. Whatever it is I have done that is not defining me, that is not what you want me to do, that is degrading me, that is helping me wallow more into the place of low self-esteem, low self-doubt, low self-rejection. I reject it today. I will love myself. I will care for myself. I will know that I've come this far. I've won in the past and I can win again. So my circumstances right now is not going to determine my future. I'm going to fight for my destiny starting from today. And I'm going to clear my mind. I know it's not going to be easy, but you can do it if you keep focus on it. And that's what we're calling you to do. Focus on it and get it done. Anyway, ladies, I will always say ladies, it's been a pleasure being here. Remember, we have 2 more days to go on this challenge, and I really want to see you there. We have tomorrow and Monday to finish this challenge as we continue the 12 weeks of everything we're doing is bold believer secrets. That's what I call it. And I want you to just wrap your mind around being bold, and whatever it takes, go on a search and get yourself out of that place you don't belong. You don't belong there. You're created to be great. You're created to have a voice. You're created to be a leader. You're created to live strong. You're created to make an impact. So find the small road to the greatest. Because you take the small road that leads to the higher way now in God. So I beg of you today, have compassion for yourself. Yes. Pastor Joy, oh my God, this has blessed me. Have compassion for yourself today. Yes. You can call your name. You can type below and say, Sweetheart Susan, have compassion for yourself today. Every woman that will watch this when you get here, I pray you do. Just hold your heart. I feel so relieved holding my heart doing this. Have compassion for me today. Yes, I love everyone as I love every one of you. I mean it every time I say it. I love people. Somebody will say, with all my deaconess, if you hear me, with all that have happened to you, I love people. I love to see you win. You can't change my mind for loving people. I love people genuinely, and I want to serve, and that's what we are doing. So, but just have compassion for you today, so that by the time you develop fully, hi, it will not be hard to help somebody find themselves as well. And that is your task today. Go do that and see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Super Saturday. Love you guys. Love you guys. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, please. And if this has blessed you, please share with people so that we can get this message to as many that need it as possible. Maybe you don't need it, but somebody need it on your feed. Go ahead right now, share this message. You never know. And that person that need it will find value and start living again. Be the movement, because that's what God has called us to do. Jesus was a movement. That's why he created the 12 and sent them out, 12, 70, and now he's sending us out. Be a movement, and let's impact more lives that we can ever think or imagine. Have a wonderful Saturday, and God bless you. Bye bye for now.